Hello, Preeti. Good evening. Thank you so much for connecting and booking this session. I am very excited to have this conversation with you today. Why don't you start by telling me how are you doing today and how are you feeling?
First of thank you so much for accepting my invitation because I'm feeling like I'm over the moon right now. After connecting with you, I was extremely waiting to connect with you for a long time. So that one day I found like I have to book the slot once, then I can connect with you. So I thoroughly completed that, and then I put reminder so that I will not forget that.
Wonderful.
So thank you so much. I'm feeling privileged to connect with you, ma'am.
You're
It's
most
a
welcome. I'm
really
also
honor.
equally excited, and I'm also very happy to connect with you and have this conversation with you today. A quick correction. You said I am, you used the word there that I am
I
extremely
was extremely
I was extremely waiting or something. You use that word, right? Instead of extremely, you can say I was eagerly waiting.
eagerly. Yeah.
A
Yes,
better
yes,
word to use.
it,
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. Yes, Preeti. Why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself?
yeah, sure, ma'am. It's
Hmm.
my turn. So let me start with me. Then I also want to know more about you also. Okay,
Absolutely.
so yes, I'm Preeti and I'm a teacher in a private school. I'm
Hmm.
from Haryana. Yes, the northern part of India. If I talk about my educational qualifications, so I did MBA, MA English, and BEd.
Hmm.
Apart from my teaching, I run my two YouTube channel. One is Easy Way to Learn with Priti, that is my study channel, and another one Easy Way Vlog, that is my entertaining channel, you can say, because I upload there only some dancing videos, some vlogs, a little
Hmm.
bit related to my personal life, you can say.
Hmm. Hmm.
So that's all about me. If you want to ask, feel free to ask, man.
Wonderful. That is great to know, and very nice to see that you are handling two channels and you are, successfully being able to juggle all of that. So, congratulations on that.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay.
would you like to introduce yourself?
Absolutely. So you already know my name. I, I was born and raised in Kolkata, but I have been staying in Pune for the last 10 years. I have, always worked in the corporate sector. So I have worked for around 11 years in the corporates. Started off as client servicing and moved on to training and development. I'm a certified soft skills trainer. I'm a certified corporate trainer and a communication trainer. And I have recently completed my TEFL certification as well. I have been into training and development for the last 6 years. I'm a full-time trainer. And December last year, I got married. And after that, I decided, I want to do something on my own. No more 9 to 5 for me. So that's when, from January this year, I have started on my own as an independent coach. And I have also recently started my YouTube journey, which is very overwhelming, I would say, with all the love, with all the support that I'm getting from everybody, people like you reaching out, and I'm getting the chance to connect with all of you. It has been wonderful. And my hobbies include traveling. I love to cook, and I spend a lot of time with my friends and my family. So that's a little bit about me. If you have any other questions, I would love to answer.
Oh my God, it's cool. And I was thinking like I continue listen to you only. It will not stop.
Thank you.
So
Thank
it's really cool sound and magnificent introduction of you, ma'am. Thank you so much
you
for
so
giving
much.
your precious introduction. It's
Thank you.
really interesting.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so ma'am, I just want to ask 4 5 queries. I think these are the general question of most of learners and
Mhm.
same of me also. You know, like impromptu. Like whenever we connect with anyone, and suddenly if we are taking any topic, so
Mhm.
many people feel problems. Even I also face some type of problem when I get any impromptu conversation. So
Mhm.
please discuss about the problems and please give solutions also for those.
Okay, so this is one question I think I have answered in detail in multiple videos that I have made. So the answers are already there on my channel. Today I will just give you a little bit overview of it so that you can go back to those videos and you can refer to the detailed
Okay.
answer and the process in
Yes.
which you can handle them. So there are two things to it that you can really work on. Number one is start increasing your knowledge on everything. Don't just limit yourself to certain areas that, okay, I only know about this and I don't have any idea about that. So start building your general knowledge. That you can do by watching a lot of videos, which will help you in learning new words, in improving your communication skills, as well as it will help you in getting more knowledge. Now, once you have that knowledge, it becomes easy for you to talk about it. Any impromptu topic, any situation, if you have watched a movie, if you have watched a web series, you will have those ideas, that thoughts in your mind, which you can utilize when you want to speak in front of others. Now, when you are on that spot, number one is do not get scared, do not feel hesitant, and do not feel the pressure of others' judgment. Always remind yourself that no matter what, whatever somebody else thinks about me, it is not going to change anything in my life. And
Yeah.
then follow the structure of how to speak about something. So, whatever you speak, it has got an introduction, a body, and a conclusion. So, start by introducing the topic, what you know about that topic. Then, talk about in the body part of it, talk about details that you know. If you don't know any details, talk about your personal opinion. What have you observed? Give a few examples. What we don't do is we don't tell stories, we don't give examples. So, the more examples you give, the easier it will become for you to make that topic relatable for your audience. And lastly, conclude it properly. Don't just keep talking, and then, okay, that's it. Don't
Yeah.
stop like that. Give it a proper ending, like conclude your answer properly. So, if you do these few things, if you start working in this pattern, you will see that answering any question becomes really easy for you.
Okay. Like it is a general problem of while you are talking on impromptu topic like nervousness and that second uses of filler word, right?
Correct.
Stumbling, stucking. So I think after practice more and more, we can remove these type of problem, right?
Absolutely. Everything can be resolved with practice. But that practice should not be only just listening to others. That practice needs to come from you. You need to speak. That is important.
Okay. So which is more important, listening or speaking?
Both are equally important because you listen, your mind processes that, and then you practice by speaking, right? So, for example, if you take anything, say you want to lose weight, okay? Can you just go to the gym and start working out?
No.
You will need somebody to show you how to do it. So, listening
Yeah.
is that when you just go through and see how it is done, you see how the sentences are constructed. Then, working out is when you are speaking. So, listening is your instructor or a video or an Instagram reel showing you how to do that exercise. And speaking is you taking up the dumbbells and doing that exercise yourself.
Yes. Yes. It's like a
Yeah.
like in the school we do the same. If a teacher is continuous speaking and speaking, in that case, I think we will not get the result. If students are
Correct.
taking part, actively taking part there by
Yes.
speaking, asking doubts, and then answering, so I think that is a good way, right,
Absolutely.
ma'am?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
And it is a teacher's responsibility to ensure that the students are doing that. Students will be hesitant. Students will be scared. They will be apprehensive in asking questions or asking about doubts. It is the teacher who will need to encourage the students and make them feel comfortable that, hey, come on, tell me, what are your questions? What do you have on your mind? Or let me ask you this, how are you going to talk about this? In a way that the students feel comfortable, involving in that conversation and speaking with the teachers in the classroom in front of everybody. That's when true learning happens,
Yeah, so
right?
nice. Okay, yes, ma'am. Next question is being a beginner. Like it's a general question of the other beginners also. Being a
Mhm.
beginner, how we can overcome the fear of making mistakes?
Okay. First of all, I want to know anybody, like even you or any beginner, who says that they have a fear of making mistakes. Why do they have a fear of making mistakes? Why is it scary? When you learn something, aren't you supposed to make mistakes? Isn't that normal? Why is making mistakes not normal? Right? That's
I
question
think,
number one.
yeah,
Next thing that I want you all to think, even if you make mistakes. So earlier also I said the same thing, right? You feel scared, you feel nervous, always ask yourself, what is it that you're going to lose if you make a mistake? How is it going to change
mm,
your life? What in your life is going to change if you make a mistake? The answer will always be nothing.
yeah,
Your life will still go on. If you make a mistake, you learn from it, you rectify it, and you don't repeat it. That's the simple formula, right?
Okay. And
So,
ma'am,
mhm.
yes, yes, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, don't be afraid of making mistakes, but do not overlook your mistakes. What people do, what is wrong, is overlooking your mistakes or saying, okay, no problem, it's okay, happens. Your approach should be, it's okay, I learned
Positive.
this, and I'm not going to repeat this. That's the right way to look at mistakes and deal with mistakes.
Yes, yes. Like, mistakes are only not only the right of students, this is the right of human beings, all human beings.
All human beings. Like, nobody is exempted from making mistakes. Everybody makes mistake. And I keep talking about this with a lot of people that somewhere, parents have been given that position that okay, they are god and they can't make mistake and all of that. It's not that. Even parents make mistake. They are human beings.
Yeah.
It's important we start treating our parents also like human beings. They are okay. It's okay if they make a mistake. You being kids, you can help them out. It's all right, right? So everybody is bound to make mistakes. Our teachers make mistakes. Our students will definitely make mistakes. We make mistakes. None of us are above anything else. We all are humans,
Yes, yes. And
right?
one problem which I'm also facing, and not I think many person face in India, especially in India, the intonation and MTI issues. So
Correct.
how can we rectify it?
The best way to work on your MTI pronunciation and intonation is number one, forget that you are speaking in your own mother tongue. What we generally do is most of the times we try and translate our thoughts from our mother tongue to English. That's why that same thing also continues when we are speaking in English. It shows that, okay, we are from that region, that specific region. So, first of
Mhm.
all, stop doing that, stop translation. Next, the words that you are pronouncing incorrectly, start identifying them and start finding out the correct pronunciation and repeat that. So every word that you feel that, okay, I pronounce it incorrectly, listen to the right pronunciation and repeat that multiple times until and unless you get it correctly. And another way to do it is find out speakers, not necessarily native speakers. You can find out Indians also, whose intonation, whose voice modulation, whose pronunciation, way of talking you like. And practice something called shadowing, which is play their video, play it for one line, then pause it, and repeat exactly how that person spoke.
Okay.
Intonation, pronunciation, expression, the way in which they were delivering, all of that you need to copy. Okay, this is called shadowing. You
They do.
act like a shadow to that person. Once you start doing this 10 minutes a day, you will see slowly and steadily over the next few days. And when you do shadowing, it does not mean 10 minutes you do, then you forget. After you do that exercise, when you are speaking to someone, try and remember that person that you were trying to shadow. And remind yourself, what if this person was speaking? How would they speak? And then try and speak. Got it?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, got it.
Okay.
I like when I do my editing work, like for uploading the video. So generally, I also find many mistakes while
Correct.
speaking.
True. So when you are watching your own mistakes, right? The best approach is you go ahead, see your mistake, rectify it, and at that point, you make a mental note that, okay, Preeti, next time you are speaking, you are not going to make this mistake. Suppose you are talking about something which is in general, a daily routine, and you speak in past tense, and you see it while editing, right? So you
Yes,
tell
yes.
yourself that, Preeti, next time you're talking about a daily routine, it has to be simple present, not past.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what we do not do generally is we don't talk to ourselves. We talk to everybody else, but we
Yeah.
don't talk to ourselves, right? So start talking to yourself. That will help. Start understanding where your mistakes are, where your faults are, because we all are the best critics to our own self. Once we identify that, okay, this is a problem with me, we are very quick to resolve that. But unless we know what is the problem, or somebody else is telling us that, Preeti, you are making this mistake, then how do you, if you don't know what is the problem, what solution will you find?
Yeah, yes, yes.
Right?
Yeah,
Yes.
because without finding the proper disease, I think a doctor can't give good treatment also. So same happened, same, yes. Same technique we should follow here.
Absolutely. Yes. Yes. Okay. So,
Yeah,
Preeti,
it's,
now why don't you tell me something? I want to ask you. You said you're a teacher, right?
yeah.
What are the standards? What are the classes that you are teaching right now?
Yeah, ma'am, I'm taking their TGT classes, TGT English and SST.
Ah, okay. And which classes? Like which
Six
grades?
to yeah, six to 10th classes.
6 to 10 class. Okay, very interesting age of kids that you are
Yes.
dealing with and that you are training. So, tell me this: what, according to you, are three most important, qualities that a teacher should have to deal with kids of this age? And what are three things that a teacher should never do or never practice with kids of this age?
Yeah, generally we call this is the gang age, like
Hmm.
six standard to 10th. And this is the age where students never like to listen their parents, their teachers as well.
Hmm.
So it is really difficult sometimes being a teacher to handle these type of students. So
Hmm.
generally I think the best quality being a teacher should be their patience. That is the first quality.
Hmm.
Okay, you have to be good patience in front of the teacher, students especially.
Hmm.
And second, you should try to connect with the level of student.
Correct.
If once if you easily understand the level in which way they want to learn something, so definitely you will be the best teacher for them.
Hmm.
And if you are giving lecture in the classroom, that can be like boring. They will
Hmm.
not listen to you. So that is the wrong way, I think. And third, and very important, you should be friendly with
Hmm.
the student, but that friendship should be in limited way.
Correct.
Okay, it's my opinion. These are my opinions, but I
Mm-hmm.
don't know I'm wrong or right. But yes, these are the best quality of a teacher, and which should be not there. That is, every time you should not give you are forcing something on them. Like
Correct.
yes, like a lecture in the say. Like this was the earlier method.
Mm.
Usually our teachers we adopted this method in our age, like a teacher is entering in the class and he or she is giving the continued lecture, and students are indulging themselves in other activities, so that can be like monotonous or very boring. And second thing, I think physical punishment, it is not allowed nowadays anywhere. So I think you should be strict, but sometimes you should be very friendly.
Mm.
Only
Correct.
then you can connect. Yes, only then you can connect with the students' heart, and
Mm.
they can tell their problem freely. They can tell,
Mm.
because there should be a bonding and connection between the
Mm.
teacher and the student.
Correct.
I always feel like this is the age where a student easily share, he or she can easily share everything with the teacher. Sometimes
Mm.
he feel or maybe they feel like shy, nervousness, agitation when
Mm.
they have to share with their parents.
Correct.
So I think being a teacher, these should be the qualities of a teacher,
Mm.
and I'm also following the same. Sometimes
Wonderful.
like I'm not giving full time lecture and lecture only, because
Mm.
I always think like syllabus is in our hand. If you are
Correct.
not taking any board classes, so in that case the syllabus is in our hand, we can reduce and increase decrease anytime. But yes, the very important thing, you have to work as a facilitator. You have to give moral duty to the student
Correct.
somehow, like because nowadays there are so many opportunities.
Mm.
We
Correct.
can complete our syllabus on Google, we can complete our syllabus on YouTube also. But
Mm.
why students are coming in the school just
Correct.
to learn different life skills? So we should give, and we should try to give them different life skills.
Wonderful. Very well answered. I really liked every point that you said. Just a quick correction. There was one place where you said they listen parents, students listen parents. So we never say listen parents, we say listen to. Whenever
Yeah,
you are
listen
using
to.
listen, there will be listen to. Yeah. Okay,
Yes,
but
ma'am.
beautifully, articulated your thoughts. I really like the fact that you have very clear thoughts in your mind and you're able to express them in a very nice manner. So good job on that. And if you just work a little bit on your, not intonation, but your MTI, then your speech will be very clear and easy to understand for anyone.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for your feedback. Yeah, earlier in the month of May, I took some sessions in on English RE app, and they also told me the same. You have to work only a little bit on your pronunciation because there is a touch of your regional language.
Correct, correct. All right. So, Preeti, thank you so much for reaching out today and having this conversation. I absolutely enjoyed connecting with you, and maybe in future again we can connect. But for now, thank you so much for joining, and you have a wonderful evening.
Same here, ma'am. Likewise, it's my honor to connect with you, and thank you so much from the core of my heart that you give me time.
No, no, of course. Thank you so much, and have a good
Have a
evening.
nice day, ma'am.
Yes.